Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMG Let's Play of Shine. When we left off, we found out how twisted and crazy this world is. We got some kids in a college classroom that got trapped. Everybody outside is frozen in place for some weird reason. And then these two here managed to get out, but I don't know what's going to happen to everybody else who's left behind in the classroom. Either way, there's a lot of plot to cover, so let's see what happens now. Well then, I didn't expect you to get out of there too. Just shut up. You keep treating me like a bad guy for winning so many rounds. You know, you really aren't that much better. What do you mean by that? You betrayed us, and then your own teammates. Let's go back to the 100 game, for example. We all agreed to pick the same number, but several of us chose a higher one. And yet, it's my fault for picking the highest one. What does that have to do with me not being a good person? Carter, why were you mad at me for winning? You betrayed us. Simple as that. If somebody else had won, would you be mad at them? Obviously. And why is that? Because they betrayed us too. If they had cooperated, everyone would have earned points and gotten out of here together. Okay, here's the thing, Carter. You were mad about being betrayed because it prevented you from escaping. That's all you really cared about. People are like that. Did you miss the part where I said that all of us could escape? Oh, don't get me wrong. I know you were trying to get us out, but that's just to convince yourself that you're a good person. The actual reason you were mad is because of you. Yourself couldn't get out right away. Not true. Deep down, it is. We all wanted to leave, but had different ways of showing it. You claim you want everyone to escape, yet you're happily waltzing out of class with your 20 points. I may have betrayed you guys multiple times, but at least I'm honest with myself. Well then. I was like, who's this dude? Lounge? Interesting. I'm guessing these people are the winners of their classrooms? Yes. The two of you are the last to show up. What's wrong with these people? They all seem way too calm. Carter then took notice of an older looking man. The man was standing completely still, wearing a suit and a pair of sunglasses. He didn't look like someone who belonged in the school. The man gave off a strange aura, and Carter felt uncomfortable looking at him. Could he have been the man in charge of the games? Is that Vox? Who? What do you mean, who? Haven't you been participating in any of the games? Welcome to the lounge. Each classroom is run by a different person, so you have never spoken to me. The two of you are the only students who came from the classroom Vox was assigned to. As for myself, I am known as Tacit. I was not an observer of any classroom. I have been assigned to this area for the next phase. Before we begin, why don't we all introduce ourselves? Let us start with you two. I'm Carter. This is Tristan. I was like, I'm Locke. I didn't know if Locke was gonna say something or what. Okay, so I'm Locke. Across from me is Blake, who's from the same class. Yeah, hey. I'm Rena. Rob. Next to me is Alex. He's from the same class. Next, the two of you in the middle. My name is Sadie, and next to me? Leandro. I was like, Leonardo? I'm Anna. To my left is Simon, and sitting across from me is Ethan. The three of us are from different classes, but we know each other. And as for you, way over there, the boy is sitting by himself. Rufus. More like Doofus, am I right? Sorry, I should be nicer. So, wait a minute. You, Vox, and a different person for each classroom. How many people are involved in this? What's going on exactly? I don't remember what kind of voice I gave Tristan. It's completely understandable that you would want to know what's been happening, especially after making it this far. Fortunately, I have a special tape that I was told to play once everyone was gathered here. I hope the man in the video will be able to answer your questions. Tacit turned around and faced a large television up on the wall. If everyone is ready, I will begin playing the tape. Okay. If you are watching this video, it means you've successfully earned 20 points. For that, I would like to congratulate all of you. You have achieved an astounding victory, and for that, I am proud. I am Lumen, the director of the games that have taken place in this school today. I have also recently become the new head of our organization. Many things have happened to you over the past several hours, and I'm sure there are countless questions you're wanting to ask. In this video, I will do my best to answer whatever might be on your mind. At some point during the games, you may have noticed yourselves going through various changes, the most notable being altered states of mind, heightened senses and awareness, as well as increasingly high levels of focus. I am sure you know what I'm talking about. But along with that come negative effects as well, including dizziness, nausea, headaches, and an increased heart rate. Have you experienced any of these? Since you are here, watching this video, the probability of that is quite low. Instead, you may have noticed a classmate experience one or more of them. A student who did not make it as far as you did, perhaps. There is one change, however, that you have all experienced together. It is the one thing that remains the same with each person. That would be perception of time. This is very Zero Escape. Outside, the world appears to be frozen, as if time has come to a sudden halt. I'm sure each of you have noticed this at some point. This is not true. Things may not be moving even an inch, but time still continues, even now. Allow me to explain. Our organization has been working on a project for quite some time. Unfortunately, we ran into some problems that may affect things in the future. If this problem is not addressed with a certain time frame, the project may never be able to see the light of day. Our answer to that problem was a new drug, developed by one of our teams. It's a drug that we've given the name Shine. Shine comes in vapor form. However, it cannot be seen or felt and is completely odorless. I suppose you could say it's invisible. It also is the cause of the symptoms you all may have experienced. Shine is designed to go directly to your brain. It affects several different areas of it in order to change the way you perceive things and interact with the rest of the world. The brain's speed is overclocked, giving it the ability to do things it was not originally able to do. This is the reason why time appears to have stopped. How fast were we playing paper, rock, scissors then? Due to processing things at an astronomically high speed, everything else appears to slow down. Or in this case, stop entirely. You have been exposed to such a high dose of shine that you think time has completely frozen. It may take hours to watch someone simply take one step forward. In fact, this video has been sped up to match your brain's processing speed. In reality, it is playing so fast that anyone unaffected by shine would not be able to understand me. You are probably wondering why. Why would we release this drug into a school, and what does it have to do with the games you have been playing? It is an experiment. We must observe the effects of shine without being exposed to it ourselves. That is the reason you were chosen. The organization is trying to perfect it, but we are unable to do so without conducting the experiments and seeing the results. We are interested in seeing how it improves your brain, as well as how you will beat these games. But most of all, how you will surprise us. The human brain continues to grow until the early 20s, so students in college were the perfect choice for this experiment. The brains are at their peak, the highest possible brain function, while still at a youthful age. That is the reason for all that has happened today. The shine helped you win those games, did it not? You were able to read the expressions and even the thoughts of others. Have you noticed how you simply knew things that you shouldn't know? You may thank shine for that. It overclocked your brains and made all of you the champions of your classroom. It affected you the best compared to everyone else. However, there is still one more game, and this time, things will be different. You are all winners, and we're all affected by shine. Due to that, it may be harder to read your opponent at this point. You can no longer rely only on your brain. You must figure out strategies which may lead you to victory. You must be skilled. Once the final game begins, I'm sure many of you will figure out the great plans that will help. Pay close attention to the rules and give it your best. This is the beginning of the end. And with that, I will take my leave. From here, Tacit will take over and the game will start. I wish you all the best of luck. There's that weird phrase again. It's like that phrase I don't know. The students all stood in complete silence. Just hours ago, it was an ordinary day of school for them. They would arrive to campus, head to their classes, and do schoolwork like they would on any other day. They didn't expect the events of today to happen. Nobody would ever expect something like that, nor would they even dream of it. Yet here they were, trapped and forced to play in these games. But most of all, they were drugged with something they had never heard of, known as shine. Many students began worrying, while others remained still, deep in thought. They wondered what they could possibly do in this kind of situation. Was there an answer? They didn't want to continue being used for this strange experiment, and wanted to return to their normal lives. How much longer would this go on, they wondered. This is crazy. How? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll save. Why not? So we have one final game, I guess, to play? Ugh. Oh, did we pass out? Carter. What the hell happened? I think we got gassed. Is he okay? Man, that was... Did I faint? Carter, you hear me? I thought you wanted to save the losers. Get up. Yeah. I can hear you. Are we okay? Welcome back. How are you feeling? I think I'm good now. Feeling a little drowsy, but I'll be alright. What's 3 times 3? Are you serious right now? 9. I'm not that bad. Where are we and what's going on here? Trapped in our school playing these games. Are you done now? What's my name? Dillhole. Knock it off, Tristan. Hey, I was just making sure you were alright. You know what I used to do to some people that came completely under the influence sometimes, like to work and stuff? I'd be like, how many fingers am I holding? It really messes with people. Not saying you should do it, but it's kind of funny. You get mad at me for being a jerk, and now you're mad at me for caring. You really need to make up your mind. Whatever, let's just continue. I'm fine now. Please pay attention to the rules so we may finally begin the last game. I'm sure there are many of you who have played it, or at least are somewhat familiar with it. It's known as the Mafia game. Okay. Out of the 13 students, 10 will be town citizens. The remaining 3 will be a trio of Mafia members. The game's goal is for each side to help your teammates get rid of the opposing team. The game will consist of many rounds, and each round is divided into 2 phases. The day phase and the night phase. It's kind of like Werewolf, but not really. I guess it's more like Town of Salem, right? Each night, the Mafia will decide on the town citizen to kill, as well as one to frame for the crime. Meanwhile, the town citizens will use their abilities to bring their team closer to finding out who the Mafia are. There's got to be a trade-off here, because like, what's in it for the Mafia when it's 3 against 10, you know? When the day phase arrives, all 13 players will have a time limit. During this time, they may walk around, talk to other players, or simply relax. It is recommended that citizens use this time to try to find out who the Mafia are, using the clues they've obtained from the previous night. However, the Mafia are also secretly in the day phase. It's hard to know who they are, and they do not want to be discovered. That is why the town citizens must use their abilities at night to gather as much information as they can. Be careful. The Mafia could give false information in order to paint another citizen as Mafia. It may be hard to know who is telling the truth. After the day phase discussion is over, if they wish, players may choose someone who they think the Mafia member is and vote them off. However, a certain amount of votes are needed in order to lynch that player. Be careful of who you lynch. It may be accidentally a town citizen. The game ends when all Mafia are lynched or every town citizen is killed. Each day phase will take place in the main lounge as well as the rooms surrounding it. Each night phase will take place in a large room located outside of the lounge. The lights will be turned off and many walls have been set up to give each player their own private section. This way, the players will not be able to see what the other is up to. As with previous rounds, players will play the Mafia game using tablet devices. All abilities for the game will be located on that. Now, let's discuss the various roles for both the town citizens and the Mafia. It's music though. Town citizen roles. The detective inspects one player per night and is given a hint to what role that player could be. The jailer puts a player in each night and interrogates them. He is also allowed to execute the player if he thinks they are a Mafia member. Interesting? The doctor may select a player to heal. If that player is attacked, they will survive. The mayor's advantage is voting. His votes for a lynching equal 3 votes rather than 1. The medium is able to talk to dead players during the night phase to gather any remaining information. The lookout checks players to see who interacts with them at night. The sheriff can see whether a player is a citizen or a Mafia member. Okay. The defender is a citizen with a gun. If a player interacts with them while he is defending, they will be killed, regardless of if they are good or bad. He may only defend 3 times. The spy is able to view all conversations between players during the night. Yeah, so this is Town of Salem, which I've never played. It seems cool, but yeah, this is all new to me. The blocker has the ability to block a player's ability, rendering them useless for the night. Mafia roles. The framer chooses a citizen to frame, making them appear as a member of the Mafia. The mafioso is the one who kills each night or listens to his boss. The Godfather can tell the mafioso what to do and can also kill. He may tell the mafioso who to kill or simply do the killing himself. Oh my god, this is gonna get intense! The players were moved into the back rooms to choose their role, as well as their role's ability for the first night's phase. The role choosing would be considered day 1 and would be the only day phase that takes place in the dark room. On their tablets, a list of roles appeared. They had to choose quickly or else another player could take the role they wanted. Oh, so you get to pick! I thought it was random. Role choosing. What role? The Mafia team would be nice since I could kill or frame without gathering clues. But the more I think about it, the more it seems like they aren't that great. Sure, they can get away with killing, but as soon as the clues start piling up, they're screwed. If the town plays it right, they could easily win. I think I'll be a town citizen. Now to pick a role. The jailer sounds interesting. I could ask each player for their role. If the 2 people say the same role, I'll know one of them's lying. It's taken. Crap. The detective's taken too. The medium might be interesting. Whenever a citizen dies, I could ask them for any information that they weren't able to give. Got it. Yes! So we're gonna be the medium, huh? Okay. We can talk to dead people. Night 1! I guess night 1 is useless for a medium. There are no dead players to talk to. As long as we don't get killed. Day 2. Rob was killed by the Mafia. Role, Sheriff. Wow. A good role gone, just like that. Come on, guys! This is a peaceful town, right? Apparently not. Anyway, does anyone have any leads or what? Even if they did, they probably don't want to say anything this early. You have a point. Nobody had any information to report. The students sat around for the remainder of the day phase, waiting for night 2 to arrive. I need to talk to some dead people. Night 2. Carter opened up the medium chat on his tablet. He began typing in order to communicate with the sheriff who had died on the 2nd day. Medium here. Sheriff, did you find out anything? Sort of. I investigated Carter last night to see if he was in on the Mafia, and he said it wasn't. So Carter's clean. Make sure you don't vote to lynch him if he ever gets accused. Thanks, I guess. It's me! That doesn't help me at all. God dang it. Day 3. Rena was killed by the Mafia. Roll, spy. Any leads? Every day phase that we waste gives another free night to let the Mafia kill someone. Right, let's not stall too long. Okay then, Sadie, leads? My role can't get information, so I don't have anything. Anyone else? I don't have anything either. Come on guys, help out! Someone needs to share what they have. Well, the town is screwed at this rate. 20 minutes later. Night 3. Spy, any information? Well, I could read the Mafia chat but couldn't get much. They just talked about who to kill next. It was weird seeing them talk about getting rid of me though. Someone attempted to block you. Day 4. No deaths. Thank you, Doctor. I was attacked last night, but thankfully the heal saved me. Can the doctor please confirm that he healed Simon? Just so we're sure he's actually telling the truth. Huh? How would I be lying? Nobody died, so there's your proof. That doesn't mean a thing. Do you even understand how this game works? You could have attacked someone who was healed and then made sure to quickly thank the doctor to steer suspicion away from you. It's true that a citizen must have been healed. Either that, or a member of the Mafia was blocked from killing. But that doesn't mean it's you. So, can the doctor confirm? On top of that, the blocker needs to reveal who he blocked. Whoever was blocked could be in the Mafia. Guys, there is no response from either role. Perhaps the doctor and the blocker were too afraid to reveal their role so early in the game and wanted to wait until the time was right. Of course, Carter didn't mind. He was blocked that night. If the blocker had revealed who he blocked, Carter would most likely be accused of being a member of the Mafia. Already on day 4 and no info at all. There's still quite some time before night 4. I guess we'll simply sit around. Guys, we need to focus on this. I still got some time. I guess I'll walk around for a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll save. You got anything to say for me? No? What is it? You're just sitting here? I guess. Pretty tired, so I might as well. Okay, there's somebody else over here. It's so stupid that there's a fixed time limit. I mean, we said that we needed to, so can't they start night 4? I wonder. Wonder what? It's nothing, really. I'll talk to you later. Fine, I'll continue staring at this painting. Nothing else to do. Anybody else? Nothing interesting in there. Alright. I guess we're searching? Nothing interesting in there. Alright. Well, hello. Oh. Hey, Carter. So, what's going on in here? Alright, I know we look suspicious, but we really aren't in the Mafia. We were just discussing things. Yeah? Discussing what? Leandro, what do you think? Should we tell him? You must really trust me if you already plan to tell me what you're talking about. I could be the Mafia for all you know. Yeah, let's tell him. I guess you didn't hear a word of what I just said. Oh, I heard you all right. But you aren't in the Mafia. You sure about that? How would you know? Because I'm awesome. But really, because you're acting too suspicious on purpose. A Mafia member wouldn't be that stupid. They wouldn't say I could be in the Mafia. But hey, if you want to be a part of this, then leave. Relax. I'm not in the Mafia, but you should be more careful next time. Wait a minute. How do I know you aren't in the Mafia? If you want me to join you, then prove you're a town role. Were you blocked last night? Yeah. That was me. I see. So you're the blocker then? Yep, and guess what? There were no kills that night. You're looking pretty suspicious. But I know it's not you, just because Simon really was attacked last night. Good thing he was healed. How do you know he was? Like Tristan said, he could just be making it up. I'm not lying. I'm the detective. I investigated Leandro and figured out his role. Yep, he told me what my role was, and only the detective would know that. I thought the detective could only get a hint on someone's role. It doesn't flat out tell them. And it told me that Leandro had the ability to prevent someone from using their role. There are only two roles with that ability, the jailer and the blocker. Since both of them are town roles, I immediately knew that he was a citizen. At that point, he told me his role, knowing I was telling the truth about being the detective. That's great. With the three of us being citizens, that brings us closer to finding out who the Mafia are. Yep. By the way, what's your role, Carter? I'm the medium. The medium, huh? Interesting. Did the sheriff have anything to say? Not exactly. He had investigated me. Alright then. Since you're the medium, I'll stop blocking you. Try and get the dead players to talk. Simon, do you have any other info since you're the detective? Leandro had blocked me the first night, and I investigated him on the second. As for the third night, I investigated Sadie. It told me she was a leader. A leader? Does that make her the Godfather? Maybe. Or she could be the mayor. I see. What about the three Mafia members? Other than Sadie being a possibility, do you have any idea who they might be? Well, I'm not too sure. Although I will warn you to watch out for Tristan. He's not exactly a trustworthy guy. He was in my class during the earlier games and won most of them by betraying everyone else. The only game he didn't win was RPS, but that's probably because the members of my team were experiencing that shine stuff faster. That gave us the upper hand, and even then, it was a close battle. We'll make sure to keep a close eye on him. As for us, well, have you noticed anything strange about Blink? What about him? He's barely said anything the entire game. Yeah, Alex was like that too. That kid just sits there in silence. Maybe they're just afraid to speak up, or they don't have anything important to say yet. The thing is, Blake doesn't even look like he's trying. Same with Alex. It's like they don't even care about the game. That's strange. I'll have to take a look at them. Maybe I should ask one of them what their role is, in front of everyone. If they're in the Mafia, they won't know what to say, and that would make more people suspicious of them. Or if they claim a town role, another citizen could speak up. Well, the problem is that, with that is they could just say that they don't want to reveal their role this early. I guess you could try though. Sometimes Mafia members don't know how to respond to that kind of situation. It all depends. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. Simon, you keep investigating and we'll find the Mafia through elimination. Carter, you keep chatting with the dead and get what you can. Let's go back to the lounge until night 4. Meet back here on day 5 when nobody's around. Okay. Alright. Rob is dead. Rena is dead. This left 8 remaining roles, with one of them being Sadie, who was either the mayor or the Godfather. Among these 8 players, all 3 members of the Mafia still remained. Everyone is back. Wonderful. 3 minutes remain before heading into night 5. Please share anything else you would like to. So, Alex, what's your role? Why do you care what my role is? Well, this is the Mafia game. You could be a Mafia member. I could also be a town citizen. And you could also be a Mafia member. What's your role? Then lynch me and find out. Are you saying you want to be lynched? I'm saying the only way you will know is by lynching me. There's no reason for me to state it right now. Since you asked me, and nobody else, I'm suspicious of you. Why do you only care about my role? Well, it's just that you've been pretty quiet. Almost everyone else has been participating in the game, but you just keep standing there. Because I'm playing smart. You guys chatter up a storm while I observe. There's no point in talking about roles and leads when people could just be bluffing. Are you trying to rely on shine? Lumen said this game is more about skill. No, I'm just paying attention to what you guys say to see if I can find any flaws in your statements. And right now, I'm suspicious of you, Carter. You want me to reveal my role, but you won't reveal yours. Strange. You accuse me of being in the Mafia just because I play differently than you. Let me guess, you're in the Mafia and you've caught on. You want to get rid of me because I'm on the right track. Is that it? The students remained still, puzzled. They were too afraid to say or do anything and watched as Carter and Alex continued to accuse each other. Alex had somehow turned the situation around, putting much of the suspicion on Carter. Carter didn't know what to say to defend himself. He could reveal his role as the medium, but he wondered if it was the appropriate time to do so. There could still be some suspicions on Alex, and Carter wasn't getting lynched yet. If he revealed his role, would it work, he wondered. There would be nobody else to claim it. However, a Mafia member could still lie, making Carter even more suspicious. Only moments later, the voting began. He does seem kind of suspicious. I vote to have Carter lynched, I guess. We have to do something since there's no progress in this game. Are you kidding me? That's your reason? True. Why would a town citizen randomly accuse someone with no proof? Even if Carter really was a town citizen, he most likely took a wild guess. We don't need reckless players like that. Plus, I know for a fact, Alex is innocent. The votes for Carter piled up. He wondered how the situation even got to this point. Carter, you have received enough votes for a possible lynching. You may now state one final defense. Following that, the players will have a final vote to determine whether you are innocent or guilty. I'm the medium. Look, I didn't even accuse Alex of being in the Mafia. He just twisted it that way. All I did was ask him of his role. He was being fairly quiet, and his lack of participation made me wonder what he was up to. I didn't even try to lynch him. I just asked him what his role was. Wait a minute. Why aren't Leandro and Simon backing me up? They both know I'm the medium, so they should come out and convince them not to lynch me. Should I say something to them? Wait, I get it now. If they reveal that I'm innocent, then everyone will know about the pact we have, including the Mafia. The Mafia could then kill me, Leandro, and Simon. Instead of just me getting lynched, all three of us would die. The town will be back to square one after that. Nobody would know who this Mafia member, and the process of elimination would be out. It's better if I get lynched in order to save Leandro and Simon. That way, Simon can investigate more players and Leandro can keep blocking. And the votes are... Innocent, 5 votes, plus 2. Guilty, 5 votes. Ooh! I'm saved. Wait a minute, plus 2. That makes 12 votes, but there are only 10 people voting. The mayor gets 3. Remember, there is a mayor. That player's votes are worth 3 points. That is why the plus 2 is what you see. The mayor voted innocent. The mayor saved me? Thank you, mayor, whoever you are. Interesting. Night 4. Due to nobody dying on day 4, there was nobody new Carter could speak with. Day 5. Sadie was killed by the Mafia. Roll, mayor. I have information. It's Ethan. He's a Mafia member. I'm the detective and that's what it said. Oh, you are so full of it. Thanks for revealing yourself at least. What's your problem? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I just investigated you. Yeah. It's called lying, which is what you're doing. I'm the lookout. Alright, you two are just gonna keep arguing. There's no way of knowing who to believe. Anna, do you want to prove that you're really the detective? Investigate me tonight. If you get my role wrong, I'll know you're lying and we'll lynch you. Okay. Interesting. I hope you guys aren't listening to Anna. I proved I was a detective. We really need to get her lynched because she has to be a member of the Mafia. Don't worry, we know. The question is, how do we convince the others to lynch her? It's probably not a good idea to let the players know about our pact. Once that happens, the Mafia will kill all 3 of us and we will be screwed. That's what Tristan's test is for. Tomorrow, everyone will know that she's a liar. Unless she's lucky and gets Tristan's role right. I told you, you need to be careful with Tristan. I'm willing to bet he's in the Mafia along with Anna, and this is all part of a plan. Whatever role Anna tells Tristan he is, Tristan is going to agree. I'd really like to explain this to everyone else, but I'm afraid it's going to backfire. Just look at what happened earlier with Alex. And if Alex is in the Mafia with Tristan and Anna, he'll probably be ready to defend them and put suspicion on whoever doubts him. Did we just find out who the 3 Mafia members are? Tristan, Anna, and Alex. It seems pretty obvious that Anna's one of them. As for Tristan and Alex, I wouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Think about it for a minute. Anna's a member of the Mafia. Tristan might have planned out this detective situation with her to get people to believe her. Now, going by that, let's say Tristan's a member of the Mafia too. Think back to what he said when you were almost lynched. Even if Carter really was a town citizen, he most likely took a wild guess. We don't need reckless players like that. Plus, I know for a fact that Alex is innocent. Weird. He was defending Alex. You make a good point. Although, what if he and Alex were in their own group, like the three of us are? They could both be town citizens, leaving only Anna as a Mafia member. That's why I was saying to go by the logic of Tristan helping Anna. But that might not be true. It could really be a test. I was just going by on what you said on day 4 about being careful of him. It's hard to know what he's planning. But yeah, I do think your theory sounds plausible. And if Anna gets Tristan's role right, then I would say it's pretty much confirmed. So you think we shouldn't lynch Anna? I think we should to get rid of one of the Mafia members as soon as we can. I just meant if she wasn't lynched. Actually, it's probably a bad idea to lynch her right now. We already know she's in the Mafia, so we could lynch her right away if we wanted to, assuming we got the rest of the town to agree. But if we wait until tomorrow and she gets Tristan's role right, we'll know Tristan's in the Mafia too. True. I guess we'll do that then. Nobody was lynched that day. Carter, Leandro, and Simon agreed to wait for the result on Tristan's role. If Anna guessed it correctly, then Tristan would also be in the Mafia. Night 5. Okay. Thanks for saving me, Sadie. Sorry that I couldn't do anything to save you. No problem. I had a feeling you were telling the truth about being the medium, and here you are. So, I know you were the mayor, but is there any information you might have? Do you know who the jailer or blocker is? You need to relay a message to them for me. Leandro's the blocker. Not sure about the jailer. Tell Leandro not to try blocking the Mafia. Block the players who are the least suspicious. Why? That's an awful idea, no offense. Think about it. The Godfather and the Mafioso are still both alive. If one of them was blocked, it wouldn't matter. The other could just do the killing that night. Don't you remember the rules? The Godfather and Mafioso are both able to kill, so if one was unable to kill for a night, the other could. Let's say Leandro blocked the Godfather, meaning the Mafioso would kill someone that night. He would have no way of knowing if the person he blocked is actually the Godfather. True. You do have a point there. But what is blocking citizens gonna do? It'll just prevent them from using their role that night. Yes, but if Leandro is positive they're innocent, he could tell them his role. They'll believe he's the blocker, and there's one less person to be suspicious of. If you're lucky, you may be able to narrow it down and eventually find the Mafia. It's funny you say that. Leandro actually did that exact same thing to me. Good. See what I mean? Tell him to keep that up. Oh, but only do it until one of the killers is lynched. After that, he can try to block the Mafia again. With only one of them left, blocking them would prevent them from killing for good. Yeah, no worries. One question though. Isn't what you're saying possible with any citizen role? I mean, as long as you're able to prove your role to that player, there shouldn't be a problem. Not really. You could easily lie. Think of the sheriff. He's able to inspect a player to see if they're a citizen or Mafia member. But the Mafia know each other, so they also know which players are citizens. A Mafia member could approach a citizen and say, I know you're a citizen, I'm the sheriff. I really hope nobody's stupid enough to fall for something like that. I doubt it, but you know what I mean. Or if the detective investigated somebody and it said this player has a gun, are they a Mafia member or are they someone like the defender? I get what you're saying. It's safest to only do it with the jailer and the blocker. I'll tell Leandro what you said right away. Thanks for the help, Sadie. Leandro's gonna be dead, watch. Day 6. Ah, I knew it! Leandro was killed by the Mafia. Blocker. Ethan was executed by the jailer. Roll, lookout. You have got to be kidding me. The entire plan Sadie talked about's out the window. And we've lost another town citizen because the jailer was fooled by Anna. How could that even happen? Anna was already suspicious to the rest of the town. What the hell, jailer? Simon and I are still here at least. We'll just have to get Anna lynched and then take it from there. Anna, you're looking pretty guilty right now. The player you accused of being in the Mafia turned out to be the lookout. The jailer made a dumb move, but at least now we know you were lying. What do you think, citizens? Guilty. Yeah, she's definitely in the Mafia. Finally. Let's get rid of her so we can find the other 2 Mafia members. Hold on. You told me to say your role. You're the doctor, right? No, I am. What? You can't be the doctor. Then how would you explain Ethan? I don't know. Maybe he was framed. If you lynch me, you're letting the Mafia win. Just lynch her already. Yeah. Yep, I vote to lynch her. Tristan? As usual, Alex didn't have anything to say. He had been staying quiet throughout the entire game. What was strange, however, was Blake and Locke's behavior. Neither of them voted to lynch Anna. It didn't matter, due to the lynching being a majority vote. As long as more than half of the current players voted to lynch someone, it would happen. Anna, you will now get one final defense. Following that, the players will decide if you are innocent or guilty. There are 2 people here that know I'm innocent. I won't say their names because the Mafia might go after them next. They have an advantage if nobody knows each other's role. But I hope they vote innocent, and I hope the others believe me and also vote innocent. This is exactly what happened to me. Of course, her 2 allies are probably Mafia members too. You may now vote. And here are the results. Innocent, 3. Guilty, 5. Oh God! Anna, you have been lynched by the citizens of this town. Please enter the room up ahead in order to continue watching the game, as well as to communicate with the medium. What was her role? Oh! Uh-oh! What? What the hell? What role is Simon? It's time to begin night 6, so please head to your role's room. Wait! It's Simon! He tricked us! Carter, there's no talking aloud at the end of the day phase. You'll have to wait until the next phase. Night 6. He got us! What the? How did Simon know my role if he wasn't even the detective? I have no idea. Maybe he used some kind of trick to figure it out. This is ridiculous. And sorry about voting guilty, Anna. Simon gave us info only a detective would know, so we thought you were lying. It's fine. You can make it up to me by winning. Carter, you need to convince the town to lynch Simon. Definitely. Anna, do you have any other info to share? Tristan works with knives. I thought that meant he was the doctor, but Rufus said he was the doctor. Alright, thanks. You were attacked by a member of the Mafia. A doctor healed you. Oh, day 7. Thanks for the heal, Doc. Simon's in the Mafia. It was probably him who attacked me, considering I revealed his role. Him, Leandro, and I were in a group and knew each other's roles. He claimed to be the detective. What? I was not in a group with you guys. Now you're just trying to get another innocent citizen lynched. Knock it off, you've been busted. Don't listen to a word he says. The doctor can back me up on this because I was attacked last night. Honestly, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. At this point, any one of us could be a member of the Mafia. Well, I have a theory. I bet Carter and Tristan are in the Mafia together, along with one other person. That conversation between Tristan and Anna yesterday was probably part of a plan to get Anna lynched. And now, this is your second plan to get rid of me. After lynching Anna, her role is revealed. That's when you point your finger at me, accusing me of claiming the detective role. I'm not teamed up with Tristan. I don't even know what his role is. Yeah, right. This whole thing was planned out perfectly. You guys are smart. Who are you gonna accuse after this? First Alex, then Anna, and now me. Who's next? You're being too obvious by trying to lynch everyone. You should have only focused on one person, idiot. Okay, town, listen up. Let's take a look at the situation for a minute. Including me, there are 7 of us left. 3 of them are Mafia, and 4 are town citizens. At the moment, nobody knows who the Mafia are, other than the Mafia themselves. If the town can't come to a decision on who to lynch, the Mafia will have a free kill at night. That will bring it down to 6 players, 3 versus 3. At that point, the Mafia will automatically win due to the citizens being unable to make a majority vote. 4 votes would be needed to lynch someone. In other words, the Mafia can't be lynched. The jailer might be able to kill them, only if he doesn't die first. But he would need to know who the Mafia are to do that. The defender also could, but the circumstances around that are a little crazy. If he shoots one of the Mafia, the other 2 will know he's the defender and won't try to attack him anymore. Not only that, but we don't know if the defender has any defense left that he can use. He may have used all 3. There are just too many things that could go wrong with the defender. It's possible to win, but incredibly risky. That leaves the doctor. But out of the 4 town citizens, it'll be difficult to heal the same person the Mafia chooses to attack. Even then, it's hard to know who the doctor is, so he could still be accused of being in the Mafia. Or a Mafia member could claim to be him. Okay, that's fine and all, but what does it have to do with Simon? Because if nobody gets lynched tonight, the town will most likely lose. What if Simon really is a citizen? Then we'll lose even faster, but I know he's in the Mafia, due to him lying about his role. Leandro and I were both tricked. You should have told Simon to prove his role. Sounds like you just blindly believed him. He did prove his role, by telling Leandro that he was the blocker. I don't know how he knew, but he did. Carter, I'm starting to believe you. See what I mean? Of course he believes Carter. They're both in the Mafia, trying to lynch me. Okay then, Simon. If you aren't in the Mafia, what role are you? I'm the medium. Nice try. I claimed that role back on day 4, when you guys were voting to lynch me. So? How do we know you're really the medium? Well, it's a hard role to prove, but I could tell you what the dead players are saying. On the first night, the sheriff investigated me. On night 5, Sadie wanted me to tell the jailer and blocker to find players that were most likely to be town citizens. Jailing or blocking the Mafia won't help much if there are 2 killers after all. If you're the medium, Simon, what info have you gotten? At this point in the game, it would be best to share, don't you think? Just be careful. If it isn't true, it'll be impossible to find flaws in it. Right, Alex? That's right. That's funny, because the sheriff told me you were in the Mafia. Is that so? Then tell me something, Simon. Why are you just now revealing what the sheriff said? Assuming it's true, of course. You could have said it yesterday, or the day before, or even the day before that. The sheriff died on the first night, so you had the entire game to reveal my role. Why wait until now? I didn't want to give away my role and have the Mafia kill me, but now that we're this far, it seems like a good time to reveal it. That's funny, Simon. You didn't reveal my role. Or rather, you wouldn't have if I didn't say anything. You waited until I confronted you and asked to provide proof. The minute I accused you of being in the Mafia, you should have stated that your role had revealed what you knew. Do you see, town? Simon is just gonna go along with the game, trying to stay alive. He's clearly in the Mafia because he's made no effort to actually get rid of them. We need to lynch him now. After that, the town will be winning 4-2. I'm starting to agree with Carter too. Fine. What he said makes more sense than what Simon said anyway. Took the words right out of my mouth. Agreed. You know, it's funny. 2 other players besides Simon's are in the Mafia, yet every player here agrees to lynch him. That makes sense, of course. The Mafia don't want to get discovered by claiming Simon is innocent. The time for day 7 has passed. By the time the lynching began, every player had agreed to lynch Simon. His defense was weak, and every player voted guilty. Simon was lynched, and this role was revealed. Framer. This left the Mafioso and the Godfather. They were both able to kill, so it was possible that the town would have a difficult time getting rid of them. Night 7. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to stop this soon. It really does play like a visual novel. 1 down, and with less amount of players, it should be easier to find the remaining Mafia. Does anyone have any more info to share? I've told you the things I needed to. From here, it's up to the rest of you. Yep, that's it for me. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. The citizens have got this. You were attacked by a member of the Mafia. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save it here, and then we are going to find out what happens next time. But yeah, it seems like there's still a lot to go on here, so we're gonna have to leave this here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play. So, you ready for the next game? No, not yet. It's not looking too great out there. What, did something happen? Nothing happened. That's what I'm saying. The people out there are in the same position. It's like that Vox guy actually stopped time. How surreal. Do you have any ideas on how to get out of here? No, why? Do you? No. That's what Lecter and I are talking about. But he still thinks it could be a joke.